Look, I don't care if you catch this live early. I don't care if you catch it late, man. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, man. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. Hey, look, y'all seen that my live from last night? Thoughts out the doc. My thoughts out the doc. Um, y'all tune into that jump, man. Y'all tune into that jump, man. Definitely tune in. I want to start doing stuff like that, you know. I'm out here stuck out in traffic right now. Yeah, I want to start doing stuff like that. I want to start doing stuff like that. Have my little segments at night where, you know, I bring different people on the live and we have real conversations or whatever. I ain't got to know you in the real life, like, you know, as long as we can hold a good conversation or whatever and agree to disagree without, you know, too much, you know, back and forth and all that shit. We can chop it up. Definitely chop it up on my stream, man. So make sure y'all tap in with me, man. Y'all hit that like, subscribe. What's up, cuz? What you doing? Yeah, man. You know, this morning, you know, I wanted to wake y'all up with breakfast and whatever, you know, wake y'all up with some words of wisdom, some food of thought and whatever. You know, I was just riding and thinking to myself, right? You know, like I get my best thoughts like when I'm riding and I'm smoking and I'm by myself, and especially in this kind of weather, for real, it's kind of gloomy outside. For real, it's kind of gloomy outside. It's like I can brainstorm in a rainstorm, for real. I can really brainstorm in a rainstorm, I ain't gonna lie to you. But, yeah, I got, you know, this morning, like, it was like, and you know, I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. My ladies, I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way because this don't apply to 100%. But this just applies to, you know, the masses, like, the masses, like, it's a lot of y'all out there, like, you know, that don't take the time to step outside yourself and really tell yourself, like, what am I doing to be a plus in this man's life? Now, this ain't just for all niggas, because you got some in the way niggas that deserve to be around some in the way ass women. You got some niggas that deserve it. But to my guys out there, you know, they do what they gotta do. I don't care how you do it, what you do to do it, how easy you get it done, or how hard you go to get it done. As long as you get it done, that's all I'm saying. My guys that get it done. My guys out there to get it done. You know, I just feel like we should have a certain appreciation and a certain level of partnership when it comes to our dreams, our goals, our ambition, or whatever we trying to do in life, whatever. Cause you know, like 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 looks a whole lot better than 1 plus -1. Like, cause on my 2 feet, I can stand up and make a lot of shit happen. Now, it's certain things in life that can distract me, certain things in life that can hinder me, certain things in life that can, you know, keep me from being all I can be. And, you know, that's like what a lot of y'all fail to realize. Like, you got, like, a lot of y'all be having the power and the ability and the knowingness that you got the power and ability to bring the best out of nigga or the worst out of nigga. And it's like a lot of y'all choose to bring the worst best. Oh yeah, let me do something too. You already know what I'm about to do. If you been here, you already know what I'm about to do. If you just getting here, I'm gonna let you know. So you gotta be a subscriber to tap in, comment, whatever. I mean, you can watch it live, but to comment, you gotta be a subscriber. But if you do jump in this live, let me know where you coming from, what city and state, so I can know how far this live be reaching. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, and this ain't about no. I ain't up here throwing shots at nobody or nothing like that. I'm just speaking like, like I be, I don't know, sometimes I just be wanting to speak for real, for real. Sometimes it don't even be having nothing to do with me, but sometimes it do. Sometimes it could be a situation I seen or a situation I was on the outside looking in on. But I don't know, man. I really want to give y'all some wisdom this morning, but it's like my thoughts all over the place. Maybe, let me hit the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the bottom. Maybe I can, and I don't condone this. This ain't nothing you should do. You should never sip and drive. I ain't even gonna put that in the camera, so won't nobody think that that's something you should do. But yeah, man, life's short, man. You here, then you gone. And maybe that's different for me. First, certain people, because people might be from the same state, but you could be from different worlds. Like the world I'm from, I grew up watching people die, all the time. People you may see today, you don't see them next week, next month. And it's like when you go through that so much and whatever, you start to see life different. You start to appreciate life different, for real, for real. Yeah, you start to see life different. You start to appreciate life different. And even more so when you go through it yourself, like on a first-hand experience, like when you go through a situation where, you almost lose your life, it really how you seeing life different. Thinking different, moving different, wanting different. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in life is mixing your dreams with people who don't see your vision. Don't ever mix your dreams with people who don't see your vision. Like, if a person can't trust your vision, trust your dreams, trust your aspirations, see the best in you, push you to be all you can be, like, I don't really get what I have them around for. Like, my homeboys, like, I ain't saying all of them, but a lot of them, like, they not subscribers of my channel or whatever. But they know what I be trying to do. They know where I'm trying to go. But if it was them, if it was vice versa, shoot, I would have been subscribed, been tapped in. Like, I say this all the time, and if you know me, you know that I say this. Like, I'd rather not be the guy that make music. I'd rather not be the guy that rap. I'd rather be a supporter. So one of my homeboys is gonna take me with him. See, I know plenty of rappers, that I don't kick it with in my personal life, but I still support them. Even though I'm not on the wave that they on, even though I'm not on their campaign, even though I'm not part of their entourage, I still support them. And I don't look for them to support me back or whatever, because they don't know me and whatever, like. So, they treat me like a supporter or whatever, but So if I can sit back and root for somebody and, push somebody, like I be wanting somebody to push me, I hang it up today. You hear me? Hang this music shit up today. But it don't work like that for real, for real. It ain't gonna happen like that for me for real. I feel like, everything that I've been through and everything I go through, it happened for a reason, for real, for real. Everything happened for a reason, like, and it's just over time I'm gonna figure out the reason. I'm starting to, understand and accept the reason or whatever. But as life go on, I'm gonna continue, to understand the reason. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing this just about every day, all the time. I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna stop. You know, I can't say y'all gonna agree with every live. I can't say y'all gonna understand every live. I can't say that I'm gonna make sense to everybody on every live. But as I continue to grow and continue to do this, I get better at it, better at it, and better at it. Man, I catch on fast. So it ain't gonna be a long time before I catch on to how to, basically get up here, talk to the audience or whatever, give y'all my wisdom and keep it moving. But I'm just still learning right now. It ain't an overnight process, but I'm getting it right, man. Y'all just bear with me, man. But the beautiful thing about it, y'all gonna be able to say like, yo, I remember when he started. I remember when I was watching him in the beginning and whatever, and he first started, I trying to been up for a few years now, but I'm talking about doing what I'm doing now. Y'all could be like, yo, I remember when he first started doing that, and then it's up there, now it's growing, stuff like that. But, yeah, man. I hit that like, subscribe button, it'll cost you nothing. You hear me? It's free. That's the thing about it. That's what people gotta understand. It'll cost nothing. It costs $0. It's free. Yeah, y'all tap into my music, explore the channel. I would just want to be able to have a platform where I can, put artists in position and, just post their music so then they can get the views they deserve, stuff like that. I ain't gonna put no bullshit up here, so I ain't gotta worry about that. I ain't gonna load y'all up with no bullshit. But as far as me, myself, though, I got like 3.5 good years I'm gonna put into the music shit. That's why I don't be in no rush. That's why I don't be dropping crazy, mixtapes and songs. Though I should, and but I don't. And then it's cause I lost a lot of music along the way. Like when I first came home, the first time from the penitentiary, I had like a stack of music or whatever, like a whole stack of music. Lost it because I got locked up. My people's moved, and they forgot a lot of my shit in the attic and whatever. So I lost a lot, like stacks of music, like years of music and whatever. Like if you have been incarcerated, you know how it is. Like when you locked up and you just write music and shit like that. But yeah, that's how it was for me though. Then the second time I came home, this the longest I've been home. This the longest I've been on the street. Been on the street 6 years. And I ain't gonna lie to you, shorty. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, I've been learning shit all the years I spent in prison couldn't even teach me for real, for real. Like, so never think like when I speak about prison, being locked up, getting in trouble and all that, don't never think I'm bragging on it or I think it's cool. Cause honestly, I lost way more than I received out the situation. I lost way more than I received. I ain't lying. I lost way more than I received. You know, like, average motherfucker can complete a college course in like 3 years. Of course, that can make you some money. You can finish it in about 3 years. So you think about the total of 10 years that I spent in prison. Hey, I could have finished about 3, 4 college courses. So that's why it's like everything I went through while I was incarcerated, I take them lessons with me for real, for real. I take all those lessons with me for real. Like everything I learned while I was incarcerated, I take those lessons with me. So it's more so like I turn the situation of being incarcerated into an educational situation. It's basically like when I heard an old head say, sometimes you gotta turn these walls into a university. Like an old head said, you gotta turn these walls into a university. And you know, when I seen the science of that and I understood what he was saying, I was like, you know something? For me to turn these walls into a university, I gotta educate myself. I gotta treat this place like it's a college or whatever. I gotta spend the time that I'm here and make it count or whatever. So that's what I started to do. I'm like, all right, start just, educating myself on certain things or whatever. And started to learn, started to try to feed information to the streets and whatever, telling people how to win, how to elevate, how to grow in life or whatever. From things that I was learning from having time to sit and study, sitting time to sit and read. But you can't make a person understand your intelligence or wisdom, you know. All you can do is give them the wisdom and hopefully they, gravitate to it. If not, I tell you, you could drag a camel to the water, but you can't make the camel drink. That's just all it is to it. But one thing prison ain't teach me about though, one thing prison ain't teach me about, it really ain't teach me about like things like love or, things like, I guess you could say, bills. Like it's a lot of things like it's the pros and it's the cons. Like I know how to operate off principle. I know about loyalty and all that stuff. Like keeping it real. But there's certain things, being behind those walls, that take away from your mind for real, for real. And certain things that'll trigger you in the real world for real. Like, and for me to try to, get certain people to understand that or certain people to get the way my mind operate or the level of thinking that I be having and whatnot. Sometimes it be like, I ain't gonna say wasted energy, but it just be exhausting for real, for real. Like trying to get somebody to understand something they never been through for real. Like that's some hard shit for real, for real. Like that's some hard shit in life, trying to get somebody to understand what they never been through, something they never known. Like I'm telling you, like, so it's like when I talk about things I've been through in life, like being shot, doing years on years in prison, stuff like that. I'm not speaking on the terms to brag or to feel like I'm better than nobody. No. I'm speaking on the terms of trying to get you to understand, like, why I am the way I am. You know? And, I think that's one of the, great things about myself and whatever. That's one of the great things I find about myself. Like, I don't mind letting a motherfucker know who I am. It's how you perceive me, basically, what you gonna get. Like, it's how you perceive me. Like, when I can clearly tell you basically what it is, like, you ain't even gotta guess or try to figure me out, because I'm gonna tell you what it is when you. Cause like I really don't deal with a lot of people. If you really, really know me, I mean like really know me, then you know I don't deal with a lot of people. I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me, but I don't deal with a lot of people. I don't put myself around a lot of people. I hate crowds for real, for real. Cause it's like I don't care who you is. You got a flaw. Like everybody in this world got a flaw. I'm gonna say it again. Everybody in this world has a flaw. I don't care who you is, what you stand on, or whatever the case might be. Everybody in this world has a flaw. You know, like some people flaw might be money. Some people flaw might be talking about people. Some people flaw might be, you know, let's see, what other flaws can we have? Being promiscuous, like it's just different flaws in life, and everybody has one. Everybody has one. Somebody's flaw can be lying, not telling the truth. You know, everybody has a flaw in this world, and you know, for you to identify your flaw is the best way, you know, to deal with it, to control your loyalty. You know, because ain't nobody flawless. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody in this world flawless, not even I. Yeah, I ain't flawless. But I identify my flaws. You know, my flaw is my mouth for real, for real. The things I say when I get mad, when I feel some kind of way. And honestly, I'm not blaming it on being incarcerated but I can agree that that's where it comes from. Being incarcerated, like, you know, like me being locked up, you know, knowing, like when somebody pissed me off or whatever, the quickest way, you know, to get things to the next level, things I say out my mouth. Like, I go straight 0 to 100, like all that back and forth. Goddamn, fuck you, no nigga, fuck you, da da da. I'ma skip all that. I'ma say some shit like, excuse my French too, but I'ma say some shit like, suck my dick, nigga, you a bitch. Like, fighting words, we gonna skip all that. So that's why it's like, I brought that to the real world. And you know, like, I feel like that's a flaw in myself. Like, if a person pisses me off, like, I'ma say the most hurtful shit to get that shit to the next level, like, so we can go on where he get there. Like, and I hate that about myself, for real, for real. That's a flaw I do have. Trust issues. I got trust issues, for real, for real. And that was, you know, something, you know, life brought upon me and whatever. Not blaming it all on life. Because everybody ain't do nothing to me. But, you know, I may have that flaw, but it's a flaw that can be controlled. Depending on, you know, who, and what the situation is. Like, that's a flaw that can be controlled. I ain't lying. But look, man, if y'all feeling me, man, hit that like and subscribe button, man. If y'all feeling me, hit that like and subscribe button, man. It's free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You hear me? It ain't gonna cost you. I ain't good at rolling these papers, man, but this is what I gotta roll in right now. So I'm struggling, yeah. This is strawberry paper too. Tap in, you can get you one. You know, I had no strawberry paper. I mean, this is the watermelon one, my bad. Watermelon one. I got strawberry though. We got strawberry, pineapple, and watermelon. And some regular ones. Tap in with me on IG. I send you 10 for $10. You gotta pay for your own shipment. Go to my about. It should take you to my IG. Explore my channel. It'll show my IG and my about. I think I got this motherfucker. Okay. Okay. I did that. See something. But yeah, man. This is y'all morning digest, man. Some breakfast, man. I know I'm all over the place with the conversation, but hey, I just felt the need to conversate, you know. Okay. Got that joint together. Watermelon. Hmm. Yo, yo, what up, you. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. I really ain't got too much more to talk about, for real, for real. And like I said, I know I was off topic a little bit today. Hey, it happened. You know what's so crazy, Shorty? I think we all forget this too, like, I think we all seem to forget sometimes we only got one life to live. I think we all seem to forget that we ain't gonna be here forever. Matter of fact, I'm ready to end this live and start a new one. That way we can get into that. I'm gonna tap out this live and start a new one. So look, like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss me when I go live. And that's it, man. Yo, what's happening?